Physics, Part 433. Wire pairs close to one another will pick up each other's signals. This effect is called crosstalk or cross-linking and means that the wire pairs give rise to the poor security since the signals can be tapped easily. The bandwidth of a wire pair is only about 500 kilohertz, and as a result, wire pairs are limited as to the amount of the information that they can carry. To summarize wire pairs, the wire pairs are used mainly for the short distance communication. Wire pairs cause high attenuation of a signal. Wire pairs easily pick up noise. Wire pairs suffer from crosstalk and are of low security. Wire pairs have limited bandwidth. Coaxial cables. The construction of a coaxial cable is shown in the figure. It consists of basically of two wired conductors. Any signal is transmitted along a central inner conductor that is covered by an insulator. The second conductor is in the form of the thin wire braid that completely surrounds the insulator. This wire braid acts as a return for the signal and is earthed. The braid is covered by a protective layer of insulation. The Earth's outer braiding shields the inner conductor from the external interference. Coaxial cables are therefore far less noisy than wire pairs and provide battery security. Attenuation is also reduced. Consequently, a repeater amplifier can be further apart on coaxial cables. The bandwidth of the coaxial cable is about 50 millimeters hertz. Much more information can be carried along a coaxial cable than along a wire pair. However, coaxial cable is more costly. Coaxial cable is used to connect an aerial and a television. We use it for cable network, in fact, and so on. To summarize, comparing a wire pair and a coaxial, it's not coaxial, I beg your pardon, please, it's coaxial. It's not coaxial. I've been mispronouncing it. Now I'll give you the correct pronunciation. Coaxial. So to summarize, comparing a wire pair and a coaxial cable, the coaxial cable is more costly. The coaxial cable causes less attenuation. The coaxial cable is less noisy and is more secure. The coaxial cable has a larger bandwidth. Radio waves. Alternating current in a wire acts as an aerial. Energy is radiated from the aerial in the form of electromagnetic waves. These waves travel outwards from the aerial with the speed of light. Electromagnetic waves in the frequency ranges 30 kHz to 3 GHz are generally referred to as radio waves. The first radio waves to be used for communication were very low frequency and very long wavelength. The radio waves were switched on and off so that communication was by Morse code. Late use of the higher frequencies and the development of the amplitude modulation enabled voice communication. Further developments, including FM broadcasts and the use of different carrier frequencies, enabled high quality communication. I beg your pardon, high quality communication, and also more radio stations to operate in the same area. The choice of the aerial for broadcasting determines whether the radio waves are emitted in all directions for broadcasting to an area or in one direction only for point to point communication. Similarly, for receiving the radio signal, the choice of an aerial is determined by whether the signal from one direction or all direction is to be received. Aerials with dish reflectors enable the radio waves to be transmitted as parallel beams. The intensity of the radio waves will always be reduced, attenuated as the distance from the transmitter increases. The degree of the attenuation depends on the frequency of the waves,